Jabra here, and I'm back with another video. And hey, I'm out here in nature. Take a breathe in, man. I'm gonna talk to y'all about, what I recently had went through, especially because we've been a lot of stuff, we've been programmed with, we've been taught to do, like we ain't got choices and stuff like that since we were young. And I had to just get out the program. When I'm talking about the program, I mean your mind. Your mind being conditioned to. Like, what I was struggling with, that my mind, when I was young, and I was just, at that victim mode, and, all the other stuff I went through in the past. My mind, I would program my mind on the stuff. I would program my mind on the stuff. Now, when it was doing this, it was automatically trying to put me in a, how you get, panic attacks, a fight, flight, freeze response. Yeah, that condition that. When I was conditioned that, what I'm talking about is that is like every time I think I had to, overcome some or something that feel uncomfortable to me, that flight and fight response kick in. And I think I programmed myself to do that. And I had to get myself on the program because it was getting to the point they were just coming on automatically. It was no threat around. I'm just meeting somebody. I'm going in job interview. The flight freeze response automatic trying to crank up, And when that flight freeze response, what I got the fight response. Like when I feel, my heart, like you having a panic attack and your heart beating, you nervous or you anxious about something. I get into the fight mode. See what's the threat around, and your brain can do that. And when your brain do that, it shuts off the front of your mind. When the front of your mind mean the thinking, it go into the the dinosaur mind, survival mode. You don't want to be in that mode. I had to get out that mode. And I don't want to get too anxiety too. Yeah, anxiety. Struggle with anxiety too. But you know, anxiety your friend. Anxiety will alert you if it was a third round. Like all animals got anxiety. If it wasn't no anxiety, if you run into a bear or animal in the woods, you might get killed. Cause you don't know you're gonna flight. You don't know you're gonna fight, flight, or freeze. You gotta have them response. They helpful. But when it gets to the point is having the fight, flight, and freeze response automatic for no reason. You don't want that. You be anxious about stuff, anxious about going outside, anxious about meeting new people, anxious about meeting your people you know. And that when it comes, a problem. That when it comes like, hey, like, what is this? I know I'm in a safe environment, around safe people. Everything is everything. What we had to learn, what I had to learn was, I tell you, I was struggling at that the fight response is that you got to see everything for what it is. And what I mean by the flight response is that what I have learned. What have I learned? I learned that it is all illusion. Any fear you got is an illusion. I'm gonna talk about it because it really distract you for what you're doing in this present moment right now. Just think about you fearing something. You cut off, or you in that fight, that fight, freeze, that fight, flight, freeze response. You don't think about what you're doing in the present moment. You trying to alert the danger. You trying to see what's going on. You trying to see what's gonna be a threat to you or something that hasn't happened yet. That's the brain playing, illusion on you. That's the brain. That's the brain trying to. That's not the brain. I mean the mind. The mind trying to distract you. And we've been programmed to use our mind. We don't supposed to be using our mind. We're supposed to be using our heart. We go with our heart, not our minds. And that's what wrong. That's what, that would get us caught up. That would get us in that fight, flight, freeze response, and that would, anch us up. That would get us, riled up. And then it's like that, like when it's not a threat, you still get mad, cause it wasn't no threat at all. But since it was activated, you say like, man, damn, bro, why I gotta be me? Why I gotta act like that? You start trying to be the victim. You don't want to be the victim, cause anxiety. You can cure that. See, your nervous system. That's what it is. You gotta stimulate your call it your vein nervous system. Start with a V. Vein nervous system. That what you gotta train. You gotta get it back to where it was, how it was. Yeah, man. I learned what I really learned. I learned that the mind was trying to distract me, from the present moment that I was in. That's the way I keep on trying to activate at a certain point. It wasn't trying to reel me in at the moment. Just think about it. We all distracted by the phones, by social media, by things going on in the world. We all distracted. And the mind can pursue that. We program your mind. Cause I can't blame nobody if I can't blame social media. I can't blame all that. But we didn't, we don't know no better. We all got distracted, We all are distracted. So I can just blame myself. I always blame yourself, man. Don't blame nobody. Don't blame nothing in this world but yourself. I take responsibility for myself for being distracted, But, I'm learning that now, I got over it. I learned that the mind's trying to distract me from the present moment. Because perceiving something as a threat, which is not a threat. Everything peaceful, calm, relaxing. But the knowledge, something that probably happened from the past, your childhood. I say you gotta heal that childhood. We all got a inner child we haven't healed up. Your child from the past, whatever you went through from the past, whoever you've been programmed with. You gotta unprogram that. You gotta work with it. You gotta say everything's good, everything's fine. You gotta help yourself. I say. Yeah, man, you gotta get out of that response, man. Fight, freeze, respond. And you still probably, I don't think anxiety, you can calm anxiety. How you calm anxiety though? I'll probably put it in another video, because this video will probably be too long. But I'll still put in the video, you can take four breaths in and 4 breaths out. And you can say, this, panic attacks are not dangerous. They're just uncomfortable. Remember that. Panic attacks are not dangerous. They're just uncomfortable. And they just trying to distract you from this present moment, what's going on in this present moment right now. Because, the brain trying to, try to predict stuff, and they're really not. And I got to talk about emotions, because y'all don't even know about it. I'm dived in emotions. Yeah, man, it's a lot of stuff, man. I know some people don't want to look into this, but a lot of people struggling with this. They don't know what's going on, why they have anxiety, or none of this. Like, I ain't know why I have anxiety. I know I ain't social. I'm not social. I'm saying I don't have no social anxiety. I'm not, I'm not, scared of none, But the thing is, you gotta learn is you can't. Sometimes you gotta be vulnerable, bro. Be confident in that vulnerable moment. See, and now I say flight. I get in that fight moment when I feel that fight with speed. Anxiety. I get in that fight moment. I get in that fight present. You can't fight it, man. You can't control an outcome or something you can't control, man. Let's go with the outcome. What I say about outcome is don't try to control outcomes, man. Try to control no outcome. Whatever outcome, go with it, man. Can't control what people doing. Let them do that, man. I learned so much stuff, man. I'm gonna talk about probably in the anxiety video. I'll talk about in that video. I learned so much, man. Gotta let go. Can't fight it. Gotta let go. Yeah, man, them thoughts come on, let them argue. They trying to argue with you, man. That's it, man. They trying to argue with you. But really, you gotta, it's your vein, you know, not your veins, but your nerves. Your nerves are really sensitive, man. I said your nerves ain't sensitive, but you know, you've been stressing all day, you've been worried and stuff. It can jump into that, and it can make you feel depression, you know, and you know, make your nerves off balance. If you listen to a meditation that can relax your nerves, you know, relax your nerves, you know, get in the bed, put your feet up, be comfortable, relax your nerves, or say, because your body don't trust you. If you feel like your body don't trust you, and you have anxiety and stuff like that, you're not in control, yeah, you probably been on a lot of stress and stuff, and your body probably ain't trusting you. You know, your nerves. You gotta relax your nerves. I gotta say, man. Yeah, I'm gonna make another video, man. About anxiety, about this. This is about the mind, how the mind playing. You know, the mind try to distract you, man. Like I said, man. You know, everything. If the mind ain't, you know, tuning in what you doing right now, or paying attention to what you doing right now, it don't matter what's going on, what you feel inside, anything in this present moment right now that I'm speaking to you in. If your body is not tuning in this present moment, not, you know, not aware, I let y'all know, because we are the awareness. We're aware of it, but we're not it. If it's distracting you from this present moment, the mind trying to distract you, man. Anything you think you trying to pay attention to, or you think catch your attention, that's a distraction. Yeah, Jabril out. Braille drip coming soon. I'm gonna let y'all know, man. I'm put more videos out. We're gonna get to it. Alright, Jabril out.